What is going on, everybody? It is your man, 2 Down Dan, back with another video, and today we are going to be discussing everything Ninja 500 versus Ninja 400 and what has changed from the 400 to the brand new Mac Daddy Ninja 500, which I have been riding around on for 7 straight months. And I absolutely love it. So we're going to do a deep dive into both of these bikes, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why I chose the 500. But first off, happy Easter, everybody. Happy Sunday. If you are at home just hanging out and not working, just take a second to appreciate everything you have in life. Appreciate your family, your friends, everyone around you. I'll be at work while you're watching this video. Because I got work on Easter Sunday because it is 420 this Easter Sunday, and I work at a dispensary. So if you know anything about 420, you know what I'm going to be getting into all day Saturday and Sunday this weekend at my shop. It's going to be completely nuts. But now that we are done talking real quick about Easter, it is a cool holiday. I know everybody doesn't celebrate, but hey, it's cool. So happy Easter. But let us not waste too much time and get straight to the point about why I chose the Ninja 500 and why you don't need to go out and get a Ninja 400 used, unless there's really only one scenario where I would do that. And let's just get into that right now, because I know a lot of people want to just go out and buy a used 400 because they're like, oh, I can get a used 400 for like $5,000, or like actually probably less, $4,000 on Facebook Marketplace or whatever, right? And I know it's really tempting, but the only reason you should do that is A, if you have a lot of money to spend and spare and just shell $4,000 away like that. And really, you should only be doing that if you're planning on just buying the Ninja 400 to learn real quick and then upgrade like literally as soon as possible. And then just like, so you're going to buy it in cash and then you're going to learn on it for like 2 months and then you're going to sell it cash or whatever. You know what I mean? That's like the only scenario where I swear to God, okay, I'm just gonna go to the right because I don't like stopping on hills like that. But that's definitely something you guys are gonna get to experience as a new rider, right? Is like stopping on a downslope or stopping on an upslope. Even with a small bike like the 500, which is supposed to be, you know, lightweight sport bike, if you're not on a flat surface, you're gonna feel the weight. You're going to feel the weight for sure. And I only weigh about 140, like 45 pounds. And I don't have a ton of muscle. So keeping this bike at an incline is pretty tough. And I just don't really like doing it, to be completely honest with you. But yeah, so if you want to go out and get a used 400, just to learn real quick, because you know you've just never ridden a sport bike, but you're like really dedicated to it and you want to go super fast and everything like that. So you're going to run out, get the 400, learn on it, and then you're like, okay, I understand the clutch, I understand how it brakes, and you know, you're going to go get a bigger bike. But for me, someone who is really just mainly commuting with my bike, and now I'm just like making videos for you guys about the 500, I don't need any more power than even what the Ninja 400 can provide, right? So there's not going to be a really big difference in power between the 400 and the 500, and I hope you haven't been waiting for me to talk about power, because hopefully you understand already that the Ninja 500 is only a, what, 51 horsepower, no, not horse, Jesus Christ, 51 cc difference between the 400. So the 400 is a 399 cc parallel twin compared to the new 500, which they upgraded it, stroked it out a little bit to a 451 cc parallel twin engine. But yeah, it's pretty much producing the same like 50 horsepower, 51 horsepower or whatever without a tune and all that stuff. So they didn't really make the 500 as a big showstopper, like we're gonna outdo the 400 in terms of speed. That's just not what it was, you know? The 500 wasn't built for speed. And to be completely honest, they tweaked the 500 from the 400 to make it less like track ready per se, right? I've heard everybody who's ridden these two bikes on both street and track or whatever say that they 100% believe the 400 is better for the track. They say it has a little bit more of an aggressive race feel, and all around it's just a little bit more peppy on the track compared to the 500. So they built the 500 with all of these beginner-esque cool new accessories, which is now, let's get into what's upgraded from the 400 to the 500 that I like, right? And the main thing is going to be this screen, this full color TFT display is definitely one of the main reasons why I chose the 500 over the 400. No Ninja 400 is going to have a screen that looks like this. It's just a fact. There's none. Nowhere. It doesn't exist. You have to have a 500, a 4RR, a ZX6, ZX10, all of the new 2024 and above Kawasaki's rock this amazing screen. So that was a huge selling feature with the SE models, right? Because there's the base model, there's the SE model, there's the anniversary edition. So obviously, you can tell I went with the Mac Daddy of it all from the 500 category, right? So I went with the SE and the anniversary model, so the highest one you could buy. And I was still out the door for only $7,100. So for $7,100, I got one of the best street bikes you can buy. And I would never take $4,000 or whatever, $5,000, and go buy one of these 400s, which are pretty much the same thing, but they don't look nearly as cool. They don't have the display. They don't come stock with frame sliders. But hopefully the one you buy comes with frame sliders and stuff, because you have to buy a used 400 now. But I don't know, you guys, dude. Hopefully you get the point by now that I'm not stoked on just going out and buying a used 400. I think it's really dumb, unless you're literally only doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that's, you know, you're not keeping the 400 or the 500 for a long term, because the top speed of around 126 miles an hour is just not enough for you. But you have to realize, if you're just a general sport bike commute rider, the 500 or the 400 are going to be great options. But personally, I chose to finance and do it this whole way because I had a vision and a dream with this specific 500, because there's just really not that many people pumping content with the Ninja 500. So that's one of the main reasons I wanted to get it. And then the anniversary edition just kind of tops it all off. But actually, I do like kind of pulling over right here in this little area because it's pretty chill. And I'm going to show you some of the things that come on this bike that you won't find on a Ninja 400. Just a few little quick things. Throw it into neutral real quick, then we can layer on our side. Throw our hazards on. But you guys, the Ninja 500 is so nice. It is literally amazing. So you're going to get, with the SE model, a windscreen that looks identical to this, and it's way, it's higher and everything compared to like the stock clear one that they give you on the regular base model 500s. And then on the SE, you're also getting the seat cowl. These are like $170. You're getting the frame slider. Those are like $300 and something. You get tank grips, but you're going to throw those away and get new ones anyways. The keyless ignition is sick. So like, dude, literally, look, we're neutral. Here, I'll turn those off. Hit the kill switch, and then just hit the key. I have the key right here. Here's the key. It's sick. The only thing it does is open up my rear seat. So I just literally keep it here, press it in, turn it, screen will come back on, kill switch, boom. And we're up and running again. But overall, like, the way that these little side panels kind of pop out, they kind of go into the fairings on the Ninja 400, and it doesn't look as bulky, so they really updated that. But otherwise, you're going to rock all the exact same exhaust systems. This is for a Ninja 400. It's the same exact pipe, so you can throw any Ninja 400 exhaust on here. Some of the best that I would recommend are obviously going to be Hindle. Then you've got Kaufman exhaust, you got SC Project, you got Yoshimura, Leo Vince. Get one of those 5. Boom, done. There you go. And yeah, there's really not much more to yap about. It's amazing. It's sick. It's better than the 400. And if you have enough money, right, to go out to Facebook Marketplace, right, with a couple $1,000s in your hand and go buy, if you have $5,000, why would you go buy a used 400 when you could go to any dealership and put like $2,000 to $3,000 of that 5 down on a brand new bike, on whatever bike you wanted? No one's touched it, 0 miles, and you get to write the story with that bike. So that was the thought process in my head with this 500. It's a new bike, new model. I wanted to own it, create the story, know every single mile that's been put on it has been by me, and it's just really cool. So I'm not going to run this video any longer. It's Easter. Go hang out with your family and friends, and comment, say what's up. If you haven't subscribed and you're still here, then please subscribe. I'll put the subscribe button up there in a second. It really means the world to me. We just hit 1K, which is crazy. Yeah, brother, let's go. Hell yeah. I hope like, see, that's what I want, you know what I mean? I'm a local rider in San Diego. I'm here in La Mesa all the time, and yo, if you guys ride around and see me, definitely wave, definitely say what's up. Maybe even try to come you know, catch up to me or whatever. If you see me, you might see yourself in a video. So later, you guys. Keep 2 down. Love y'all. Enjoy Easter. Peace out.